Still trust, and you know that God will deliver. That's the life I want. It's the life I don't have. I'm just being honest. I have seasons of it. But it's the life I want for you. For everybody in the room. How do we get it? Well, the first clue is actually all the way over in the book of Hebrews chapter 6, where the writer refers back to the story in Genesis 15. And this is what the writer says, verse 17, Hebrews 6, because God wanted to make the unchanging nature of his purpose very clear to the heirs of what was promised. Now, you and I are the heirs of what was promised. He confirmed it with an oath. We're going to talk about the oath momentarily. God did this so that by two unchangeable things in which it is impossible for God to lie, we who have fled to take hold of the hope offered to us may be greatly encouraged. We have this hope as the anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Now look up and please listen, man. We're about to go into a text.
I'm watching church on my computer this morning.
Stay tuned.
That was a very good sermon. Lately, I'm just struggling, you know, and I can't hide that. I can't lie. I have been. You know, I cried quite hard last night. It hurt so bad that I just had to let it out, and I was like shaking, and it was hard to breathe, and the pain just like really hit me, and I just felt like I really need to let this go. It's like I want to figure it out. I want to overcome these things that have just attacked me. I mean, my past plays a big part in it, but like, I want to overcome it. I want to be stronger. I want to be better, you know? It just feels like, I hate how it feels like if a certain something happens, then it'll go away. But until that something happens, it'll never go away. That's what it feels like. And I don't like that, because I feel like the type of person who's just like, God, if you give me this, I won't cry anymore. Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't. But the thing that makes it extremely hard is that I don't know how something feels like to make it opposite, if that makes sense. Yeah, this has to deal with feelings. And just in my past, like, I grew feelings for someone who never desired anything in return, and that's kind of all I knew. That's all I knew, you know, for like ever. All I was aware of was a friendship where, you know, you feel that way and they never want anymore. With that being said, I would have to like, I don't know, I felt like I had to try my best to be like an amazing type of friend, because it was already hard enough that they didn't desire more. So I tried not to disappoint them. I tried not to bring them down. I tried to be the best that I can, and I'm glad that I learned, you know, like an unconditional love like that. But I mean, the effects afterwards are so difficult. My hair is like incredibly messy and my face is really horrible, but oh well. What can you do? That's what I look like apparently when I'm thrashed down. So since that was all that I knew, now it's like it makes this curiosity inside of me grow stronger and stronger and stronger to receive the opposite. Well, shortly after that friendship and the feelings and everything went away, I felt extremely happy. And then I made a new friend, and somehow I started to have like desires in something more, because I had no idea what that was like. So I almost settled for less because of that person. It wasn't actually what I would need, what I would actually want. But apparently at the time I was just like, maybe. Well, they started purposely being quiet, purposely ignoring me, purposely, you know, not responding to me, because I guess they could tell that I was going through stuff, and in their mind they thought, just leave her alone. But on the other side, I'm here struggling with not knowing what's going on and feeling undesirable. And that when I desire something and I begin to like someone, as so to say, they don't want me back. And trying to fight that off and tell myself that's not true, this is just not the one for me. I'm fine. When the one comes, they will feel that way. Like, it's hard. It's complicated. So now I've come to the point. I started to remember what I truly do want in someone, and the most important, biggest thing is sharing the love for God, and that's what I desire. It gave me, you know, a lot of hope and stuff. Well, yeah, in the end I ended up on, I don't know how or what, but I ended up on a dating site just to try it. I thought, okay, well, I'll just look around. I did become drawn to a specific I have to keep doing different videos because I'm like choking and dying and like someone's home and I don't know if they're gonna come in. Anyway, I did become drawn to like a specific human being on there. Whatever he wrote and his picture, it all reminded me of some sort of little image I had of like the person that I would have wanted to be with. So I inevitably became curious as to who he is. At that point I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll just kind of make myself known where it's gonna tell him that I looked at his profile. But I also sent a little smile. That way, you know, if he's not interested, he won't pay attention, nothing will happen, nothing will start. If, you know. Well, he actually does send me a message, and then I discover that he's friendly, and that makes me feel comfortable, and I'm like, yay. Long story short, I meet him in LA, and it was like something new, completely new to me. And that video is actually, you know, January 4th video. Now he has started school, and I'm thinking, why can't I just have a friendship? Because now suddenly I'm wishing that, you know, maybe this means something, maybe he does want to get to know me, but now he's become busy, and his replies to me are very rare or very slow, and then I feel horrible thinking, like, why should I expect it? But then the thoughts in my head attack me, incredibly so, telling me, he doesn't want anything, Stephanie. He doesn't want to get to know you like that. He's not desiring anything, so you need to let it go. And it hurts. And it's been stabbing my heart every single day since I returned from that trip. And it's been confusing me, and there are some days where I'm actually okay, and then suddenly I'm not. And I'm thinking, why does this attack me? Why does this happen to me? And then suddenly I feel practically ashamed for feeling that way for him because, you know, I'm barely getting to know him and I can't even handle it anymore. Yeah, and I'm trying to focus on other things, but like, no matter what, I'm tired of avoiding it. I'm tired of trying to run from it, trying to distract myself, because ultimately I want it to go away. And it's just like, I'm aware of how I react or what's happening to me. Like, I see myself from the outside looking in. I'm just like, what is wrong with me, Stephanie? Come on, you can handle this. Honestly, I don't know what to do. And I just keep calling on God, and I'm just like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know how it feels like for someone to actually like, that I like and they like me back. I don't know how it is for someone to want to talk to me. Actually, it's happened once when I was 15, turned 16, and I had a friend who did desire more, but I felt like we weren't meant to be, so after 7 months, I ended the friendship because it just didn't feel right. I just felt like God was telling me, no, that's not who who I have for you. Yeah. And so I'm glad. I'm glad God took me out of that. But that was honestly the last time someone actually wanted to talk to me and I liked it. Now it's like a complicated, occasionally here and there's like a guy who will message me and I don't want to lead them on because I don't desire them in that way. And that's not what I want. So I just feel like I just want this to go away. And I don't want to feel this way anymore. And I don't know how it can be solved while someone doesn't want me, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I'm like, who's gonna want someone like this? Who's like emotional over it? The only thing is I'm emotional over the fact that no one does. Anyway, I don't know. I imagine that God has a promise, like he's promised me something, and it will happen, and when it does I'll be so thankful, but until then I really just want to overcome this. You know, I don't want to feel that way and feel, I don't know, all this pain and doubt and whatnot just like hitting me and attacking me every single day. It's ridiculous and it's complicated. And I just think back on like when I was in LA, I didn't feel any of these things really. I felt like I could start off fresh. I felt like I had a new start and all this hope hit me. And talking to Tyler like during our coffee clutch thing and church, and after, you know, talking in the car, like it was really nice just getting to know him and talking, and it gave me like a lot of hope because he, in my eyes, he represented someone that that's the type of person I would have wanted to feel anything for, instead of the people from my past. Like, he represented something good for me because he too believes in God, and I just felt like I could connect way better with him, you know, and it was fun, and I've had so much hope, and now I think, why are these thoughts attacking me now? Suddenly he doesn't want to talk to me or something. Like, that's what it feels like, and I just feel really bad, and I actually don't even know how to tell him about this. I feel like, why would I tell him? And so now I'm not really sure what to do. But I'm just like, watch, I'm gonna be surprised, and something's gonna totally change, and then I'm gonna feel really stupid. But you know, either way, this is how I feel today, right now. So if I do get surprised, yay, I look forward to it. That's all. I've said enough. Bye. Okay, so it's been a nice amount of hours since my last vlog, and I don't really want to openly say what just happened because it's very personal. But my life took a little bit of a turn for the worse. Just something I have to go through and learn. I'm not to the point where I understand it yet, so I don't know if I can talk about it at all because I might cry. But that's the honest truth. I've been experiencing a lot of hopelessness and sadness for the past few hours. Kind of just something happened a little unexpectedly. Didn't imagine that happening. Didn't see it really coming the way it did. And just kind of trying to get myself to get over it and come out stronger. I've been here before. This is kind of a familiar pain for me. It's hard to explain without being straightforward, so I'm just looking forward to, I don't know yet. Looking forward to something unexpected to happen, change us all around, and give me more hope in this situation. I don't think I could say much more, so I'm gonna end the vlog for the day. These are very late, so I might be totally different by the time I actually upload this, if that ever happens. Hopefully, because I do want to vlog for the whole year. I mean, it could pick up, you know. I thought it picked up, but things happen. Life happens. God is in control. I've yet to figure out what he's doing, so until then,